Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Let's Play Lethe, Episode 1. I believe we're nearing the end of the game. Unfortunately, see, the reason why we're starting here is I recorded, actually, the last episode. But mid-recording it, actually, at the very end of the recording, someone decided to play with the electricity in the house. And the power went out for a brief few minutes, but it was enough to completely corrupt the footage, meaning I can't actually show you any of that gameplay, so unfortunately we're here now. Essentially what happened is I ran past the monster, well actually I didn't run past it, it sort of disappeared, right, and when it disappeared, I sort of got to the door, pulled the switch with my powers, made it to the next area, swam around for a little bit till I found the next area, then basically I think I turned a valve which opened up the door, and I got here, basically. Long story short, that's how I got here, so, yeah. What I do have, though, is something somewhat useful, maybe, to most of you. I have a final verdict on this game. Yes, I haven't finished it yet, but, you know, I'm going to leave my actual thing for the end. My actual, like, maybe I'm even going to give it, like, on a 1 to 10 grade. I might, maybe not, but before we read this, let me just take a sip like so. There we go. So, the liquid now emits with a warm amber glow. It has undergone additional refinement with electrical flux, and it is starting to show some remarkable characteristics. So far, I've been able to apply the catalyst to the machines that are almost running up dry, elevating the pressure to unexpected levels, greatly increasing their power output. The catalyst will prove to be most useful to my further research. Signed, Dr. Rosenberg. Where was I going with this? Ah, yes. My final verdict is, this game is... Oh, goddammit. This game is scary if you let it be scary, basically. If you immerse yourself completely and, you know, listen to the advice given by the developers to play this game in the dark, with, you know, all the lights turned off, with your headphones on, then yes, the atmosphere is great. The atmosphere is absolutely great. But unless you're really delved deep into this and immersed deep into this game, then I'm afraid the monster is not scary enough. The main antagonist is not scary enough at all, I'm afraid, and it's not due to his design necessarily, but it's due to the fact that in all instances... Try again. God, that was horrible. In all instances, when I've met him, or, you know, ran into him, he disappeared. He appears, walks around, and then disappears if he doesn't spot you. If he does, then you can go on a wild goose hunt with him, basically, to all intents and purposes, but, you know, mostly what's happening is he just disappears, which is a problem, I'd say, that the game has. So, oops. Okay, let's, there we go. So this is also the same type of liquid that Dr. Rosenberg has been experimenting with. I should also note that I've missed a couple of, maybe more than a couple, like 6 or 7 of those letters. Thing is, I would have read them for you right now, but they're not that interesting, I'm afraid. It's just some manifests and a list of people stationed here and stuff like that, so... you haven't missed much is what I'm getting at. I mean, you haven't practically missed anything other than me running past another area, basically. There wasn't even a... Well, there was one situation where I briefly saw the monster, but... Nah, not really, you know. Interesting. So do I get to open all of these? Should I even open all of these? I mean... might as well, right? See, in other games I would be scared to go in there, but... unless the game proves me wrong, and... let's just mess with me, no? Apparently not, okay. So you sort of, after, you know, the first... I'd say the first 3 episodes, I sort of lost the feeling of being constantly terrified by something that could potentially happen. Because it never did. Right? None of the things that you were afraid of actually happened. Which is definitively somewhat of a problem, but, you know, that's like my one negative thing, is that the game, as you drag towards the end, doesn't get scarier, and in fact, you know, quite the opposite, it becomes less and less scary, and loses that initial feeling of, oh god, what the hell's going on, help, I'm gonna get murdered, and so on and so forth, so, you know. And also, for some reason, the entire screen flashes white and shakes a little bit when the monster spawns. I'm okay with this happening occasionally. Hell, let's go even further. I'm okay with this happening most of the time. Now, I'm not saying I want to be surprised at one point by the surprise appearance of the monster, but I kind of want to be surprised by his appearance, right? Because you somewhat ruin it. For example, right now, I am, you know, 90% confident, due to my experience thus far, that the monster is not going to appear. You know, until the screen flashes white. I mean, I'm confident that he's not going to just walk past me right now or something. Or, you know, show up right there. Watch him show up right there and... No, never mind. See? That's what I mean. It lacks, not necessarily jump scares, but it lacks the unpredictability that it sometimes so desperately needs. So, that's my one critique. That's my one biggest critique of the game, is that it loses its, you know, unpredictability. But other than that, I'm, actually, it's, yeah, other than that, everything is completely fine in, my honest opinion. So, question, how to get this thing out of here? Answer, I just did. Question number 2, where do we stuff this in? Or maybe even more specifically, what do we feed it to in order to get something moving? Because I found the... here's the thing. I found the solution to the problem, but I didn't find the problem itself, if you know what I mean. So... is it here? Well, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? That would be too easy. Oh, no! Is it not... I'm sorry, can I... Thank you. Should I not replace that black canister here that's empty? Replace it with one of these. You know what, let me just try this. I think I'm overthinking it, but... oh, no. Jeez, I'm probably overthinking it, but I'm not supposed to knock this out of the way, am I? No. Probably supposed to just pull them off. And deliver them somewhere. Where being the operable question. Hello. I've also named the monster in the meantime as well, for those of you interested. Yes, I've given him a name. And I think it is a name very fitting for one such strong character. I've given him the name Stanislav. Does that not make it less terrifying? Actually, it might make it more terrifying, depending on you know, who you are and where you hail from, as they say. But to me, that makes it much less terrifying, so, you know. And again, like I said, it is scary if you want to be scared, which, for the purposes of entertainment, I guess I do. Upon experimentation with the blue concoction that I will call... That's a rubbish name. Letheum? Lethome? Wait, it's Lethe, right? I will call it Lethe, right? Lethe. The rat's cognitive abilities have greatly improved in a short amount of time, way beyond their natural boundaries. For now, the effect seems to be temporary, but promising nonetheless. I cannot wait to replicate those results with human subject. Oh, God. You screwed up, didn't you? Nice. Kebab. But you screwed up, didn't you? You screwed up so badly. So bad. I found where I need to take that thing, didn't I? Tell you what, I might not need to take it there, but I am going to. See if it works and how it works, because it might not be the solution that this puzzle deserves, but it's the one that it needs. So, watch me get lost in this maze of ventilation shafts. There we go. Right, so I didn't leave it here, I dropped it off somewhere else. Back here, I believe. I hate those pitch black areas, not for any personal concerns, but for, congratulations to the game. Congratulations to the game, I take back everything I said, that genuinely terrified me. The only reason there was no scream is because I was fanatically pressing the shift button. Congratulations to the game. First of all, that's a new monster. Second of all, that's a new monster. That's pretty much everything I have. Remember me fondly. You can't get in here, right? You are messing with me now, aren't you? Another note. Maintenance has been postponed time and time again, and it's long overdue as usual, but now they tell me the required parts aren't available, and with the shipment not arriving as scheduled lately, the required overhauls are out of the question. I sincerely doubt... Sorry. I near that. I sincerely doubt that they will survive in a respectable amount of time, so please make do with what we have. They will arrive. Did I say survive? I'm pretty sure I said survive. It's the one thing on my mind right now, survival. If you really need to access the upper laboratories, use the override. It's that simple. P.S. Don't forget to set the pressure just right. Half should do. Oh, is that a clue? Wait. It's not me doing that, I swear. It's... Oh, it needs the... thing. Fine. We'll go back to where the monster lives. feel like I should come up with some sort of inspirational quote. I might as well, right? I suppose once more into the fray. Once more unto the breach, men. As I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no monstrosity. Actually, I will. I mean, let's be entirely realistic. Yes, I will. I will fear monstrosities. Matter of fact, I do already. There it is. You are worth more than gold right now, you understand this? You are practically liquid gold. To me, right? Suka, блядь. I believe is the professional response. Not a dead end, please. No, not a dead end. There is one more here, but can I get to where I need to go without running into Stanislav's older brother? Brother again. He'll forget the, the speech difficulty I'm having. Right. Stanislav and Vladislav, I believe, are sufficiently good enough names, basically. Sufficiently good names for the two villains. I'll tell you what, though, moving around with this thing in a vault is a bit... In a vault? What? What? No, in a vent is a little bit difficult. I think this way, right? God, I hope that thing can't enter these things. I'm pretty sure it can't. Like, I'm 90% sure it can't do that. There we go. So... Excuse me? You make me get another one, I will scream with anger. Namely because you probably don't need superpowers to be able to carry that thing. Question. Is there anything here that I might... Oh, hello? They look like mines, they really do. They look like... Ah, manual override. That's what I read. So I'm assuming manual override should be pulled down, right? There's also a note on this thing. Read it. Dimitris, you jerk. I knew it was you who stole my sandwiches last week. I will get back at you, and you'll be sorry for it. P.S. How's the missus? What? See, here's the thing now. I don't know if they're good mates, or is that genuinely a threat? See, I flick that. Is this now gonna... Stop. See, that's way too much, right? It says about half. I mean, that looks like about half to me. Shall we then flick the manual override? Ah, there we go. Excellent. Me is smart. Me is going to survive. Me is actually impressed that the game decided to randomly, completely randomly, throw in a new monster in there. Mind you, behaves exactly like the old one, but it terrified me because I was, just as I was getting comfortable, right? I kind of feel... It kind of feels right that it did that as I started to criticize it for stuff like that. So, the flooding of the lower passage makes it difficult to continue into to use the tunnels. I already read this, and last time it was a clue as to what to do next. As then open that and go in there. But this time it might be different. Who knows? I don't. Oh no, I've been here. See, this... Ah. See, that's the door I couldn't open. I came over there, like right over there, was the way back to... More cutscenes in this game. This game needs more cutscenes. Back there was the way to the previous episode, basically, where it ended. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't make that much progress. Okay. I wonder what kind of horrid experiment took place here. My mother, could she still be alive? Somewhere on this island. I doubt it, mate. I doubt it after all I've seen. Yep, I was going to say. This all feels so strangely familiar. What? Okay, this is one terrifying thing to say. It feels strangely familiar. Why am I being chased? Who are they? I bet they carry many of the answers I seek. If only insanity had not claimed them first. Here's who they are. Let me tell you. They are the test subjects, because they always are, aren't they? But that's exactly the problem. I believe that this Dr. Rosenberg, or whatever his name is... Hello. Hello. Vladislav, I believe, you're the other one. A bit cheesy, but okay. Where was I? Ah, yes, I've regained control. Was I captured? I was, wasn't I? I was captured. Ah, left alive. Interesting. My God, I just read the first sentence and... Fine, let's read this, but let me finish my my trail of thought. I'm thinking those guys, those things are the test subjects, and now they seek vengeance upon, well, the good Dr. Rosenberg and, you know, others as well. I believe. And that's pretty much their story, right? There was some sort of experimentation on humans with that thing, and it didn't end well. So intent she was on cutting off the child's limbs that she didn't notice her victim was long dead. She pierced what remained of the body with the blade. It was cruelly attached to her wrist, replacing what was once her soft and caring hand. The dirty sack on her head covered her face, but could not mask her anger. What a sight! She was to behold, standing among her young victims. Her torn clothes drenched in blood, their soft skulls cracking under the weight of her boots as she walked towards me. A A sound well known to us both. A real monster. Yet she is better off a monster than a coward like me. It's been 32 years since that fateful event, and I haven't left her side ever since. I need to take a second, okay? I think we all do. To process this information, yeah? What does he mean by I haven't left her side? That is my question, though. That is... I mean, you'd think that the first thing you think of is... Why on earth is he... Oh, sorry, why on earth is she squishing babies? But... I think that's not that important. I think the question of why is he not ran the fuck away now is a lot more important. But here we go. My precious room is gone. It has been taken from me. I knew every single stone by name, and now all of my beloved friends are gone. Huh. I'm starting to think about who writes these things, or who wrote these things. Today, we will once again be the first. Is this another test, I wonder? I suspect the guards know, but they never speak. Their footsteps tell stories, but I need more practice. They haven't noticed yet, but I have. Something feels different in this cell. We have been transferred, no doubt, but there is something else too. So this was a prison? Or was it a prison among other things, you know what I mean? Probably the second, but hey. They have eyes that pierce the flesh. They have eyes that pierce this flesh of mine from every corner of this room. Do they think I cannot see? They're wrong. I'm thinking mental asylum, and I think we're all thinking mental asylum. Well, I'm hoping. And that's the difference, isn't it? I'm hoping mental asylum. Pick this up. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, this was worth it, wasn't it, technically? Yeah. I just got my health back. Another cell, one would assume? Okay. That's the switch I flicked to get out of here. I'll get out of the cell I was in. But one has to wonder, why not kill me? I feel like that should be answered. Because it seems a bit too... It seems like a... Nah. I don't know, I think it should be answered. I think I need to find the answer to why I wasn't killed. And did the godly figure at the start of the game have anything to do with it? Because, you know, it is entirely possible that he did. And another letter. Right, reading time. One day the boon came to me at last. A fresh bed white clean sheets. I felt so light, almost as if I were flying. At last, my transformation is complete. What on earth do you mean by transformation? My apologies for the jump cut. I ironically thought someone was at the door because I heard a knocking. I'm not going crazy, I swear. But what on earth was all that transformation talk? That I need to know. As well as why was I not, you know, instantly murdered? Unless, well, speculate, but unless they think I'm the threat, right, in their craziness, something like that. And then they saw me pass out and decided to, I don't know, throw me into jail? The smell of burning incense made my blood run cold. I could hear 2 or 3 men laughing and cursing. Worried less the first 2 times, but Jacob? I had seen him hunting prey, ripping off limbs with his bare hands, as if he was drawing pleasure from it. I walked around the house following the sound from their footsteps, peeking over the edge of the kitchen window. I thought maybe I could trick them somehow, perhaps make some noise and lead them to the front door, so she could jump through the window and escape. But I was too late. Burning incense. So what, the Inquisition? Are you telling me you were afraid? Well, I mean, you were right to be afraid, but are you telling me you were essentially running from the Spanish Inquisition? I mean, I didn't expect the Spanish Inquisition. Not the comfy chair. Well, guys, I'm completely and utterly stuck in this room. I have no idea how to get out. I do not see a lever anywhere that I can pull. So, if any of you think you've seen something, tell me down in the comments below. Though, probably I will have already gotten out by the time this video gets posted, but nonetheless, I might not, so, I appreciate if you tell me this. If I did get out by the time I'm posting this video, then I'll put like an annotation or something saying never mind. But yeah, it's by next episode I will unstuck myself from here and we may continue. But for now, that has been everything. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, take care and bye bye.